once you admit and go, okay, something is in my subconscious that is limiting me. I am dealing with the limitation. Honesty is the beginning of change. To be able to admit to self, to be able to go, and admit to self going, I'm acting like I'm all put together, but I know my results, and my results are saying, oh, crap. See, once you start to admit, frustration is not part of the equation. Once you admit and go, okay, something is in my subconscious that is limiting me. I am dealing with the limitation. See, that's like owning it. It's like, yeah, guess what? I'm dealing with a limit. But you know what the world wants to do? The world just wants everybody to go, hey, just act like you're fine. Just smile. You're good. You're good. Oh, how you doing? I'm totally fine. But inside you're going, I've been trying to lose weight for 5 years and I can't. And I'm struggling. And when nobody's looking, I eat everything. I eat chocolate when nobody's looking. And so you know the truth, but on the outside, you put up a good front. And because that's happening, you're frustrated. And so then what you do is you slap some hard work on it, thinking if I just work harder at this, I'm going to make it. And then you don't make it. And so frustration gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then frustration starts to eat you alive. You know what I'm talking about. This is the problem, is that we're trying to put ourselves up here at this great success level, but we don't know what's wrong with us. So what if there's nothing wrong? What if it's just the fact that in the subconscious, you have some settings? What if there's nothing really wrong with you? What if there's just a conscious and a subconscious? And in the subconscious, you have limitations and settings. What if we just talked like that? It's like there's not something wrong with you. There's just something you just don't know how to do. But since we don't know this, we just look at everybody else and think everybody else is fine. I'm the freak. I'm the one with tiny results and I can't deal with myself. But what if we just spoke scientifically instead of shamefully? That I have a conscious and I have a subconscious, and I'm up against my limit. I'm being stopped by my limit, and I need to work on my mindset. See, to me, that's accountable and responsible. As soon as we start to be accountable and responsible, we are on our own road to doing better when we can own it. So instead of slapping hard work on things, you go, wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to keep working hard. That's fine. I'm going to do that. I'll keep working hard, right? I'm going to work hard. I got this. I'm going to add hard work to what I'm doing. I get it. I have a big pie in the sky thing, but I get to own it of where I'm really at, and I'm right here. And so I'm going to work on getting to this level. Right here, just a little bit better, whatever that is for you. And it's like, if I can get from here to here, that shows that I can change a little bit. If I could change a little bit, well, then I could change a lot a bit. That's a word. So let me just put that. A lot a bit. A lot a bit. That's a words today. So funny. Well, who's the guy who said that it's okay to make up words? Oh, what's his name? He's on the raft on the river. What's his name? Somebody stick it in the chat box. Is there a chat box? Do you guys have a chat box? I got to make sure next time we have the chat box open. Okay, somebody tell me who it is. Who's the person on the river who, oh, Huck Finn. Huck Finn. Yeah, he's the one who says, being creative with words is totally fine. Okay, a lot of it. Okay, anyway, fun word to stick on there. Okay, back to what we're talking about. We're dissecting the problem. And sometimes it's a little when we dissect the problem that we assume and act like we're up here. But really, when it comes to results, our weight, our finances, love, forgiveness, our attitude, our mood, the condition of our living room, our bedroom, our closets, our garage, our underneath the seats in the car, what's in our fridge, what's in our pantry, what do we eat when nobody's looking at us? That's the truth. So instead of acting like you're up here and generating frustration, did you hear that? Instead of acting like you're up here and generating frustration because you're acting like you're here, but you're really not. So this deception is creating frustration. When you deceive yourself, you create internal conflict. When you deceive your true status, when you're actually faking yourself out. And you're really here, you're generating the frustration. It's not the lack of the result that creates frustration. It's because, I'll call it out, you're lying. It's a lie. Living a lie will frustrate you like crazy. Okay, we got that out. Okay, so what do? Well, we go, okay, I'm here. We put ourselves where we really are at, and we go, someday I'll get there, but I got to move that one out of the way. I get to move this one out of the way. I get to remove frustration out of the way because I'm not working on frustration anymore. I'm going to work on moving my mindset up. And then that also means that I can move my goal up as I work hard for it. So this is a vertical move where it really counts, is on mindset. Because if I move up here, this is the true way to move this up, is with hard work. Now, because I am admitting where I'm at, this now changes, and I have this arrow that I can work with, but this now puts you in alignment. Now you're being truthful with yourself of, hey, I'm stuck at this weight, and I need to do something about my mind because my mind is stuck. Hey, I'm stuck at this income because something's stuck in my mind. Hey, I can't forgive people. Something's stuck in my mind with hate and resentment. Hey, I can't get going. Something's stuck in my mind about embarrassment. See, when we admit where we're at without shame, we just admit where we're at and we're like, okay, I got to do something here. Now we can start to find the truth of what's going to help us break free of this. And then we know, okay, I've got to learn something to move my mindset up so that I can move up. I can't really truly move up until my mindset changes. So I need to learn mindset techniques. What does that mean? What is this? How do I change my mind? So inside of our mind, let me just show you. Inside of our mind, I'm probably telling you way too much right now, but if you're okay and I haven't drowned you at all, can you give me a raise of hands? You guys still okay? Okay, let me show you this. Okay, so inside our mind, there are patterns, and those patterns are what we say to ourselves. That's what's going on. Inside of our mind, we have patterns, and patterns mean that it goes around and around and around and around. That's what it means. It's something that just keeps going and going and going and going and going. And so because it keeps spinning around in circles over and over and over again, it keeps resetting the mind to the same thing of what those instructions were. Now, don't worry, I'm going to say this about 3 times until it makes sense to you. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for something I can put on here. Right here. Okay, so a pattern means it repeats. There's a repeating thought. That creates the pattern that causes you to do or not do. And that is a habit, is a repeating pattern. And the pattern is what you are thinking in your subconscious. It's a repeating thought. That's what the setting is. The setting is a repeating thought that every second of every day, it's replaying. Boom, 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 boom. It's constantly just sitting there spinning like a broken record. I don't want to exercise, don't want to exercise, don't want to exercise. And there's a reason you don't want to exercise. Something happened in the past. And so you decided, I never want to exercise. I don't want to exercise, don't want to exercise. But you know, oh, I got to exercise. And you try to go exercise, you only do it for 3 days, and then you quit because your repeating pattern of the repeating statement or the repeating thought is just sitting there playing over and over and over and over and over again, which then creates the pattern, which then has you under its control, because that's what you end up doing, because this is the doing part of your brain, which is the subconscious. So this is the repeating thought or the repeating statement or the repeating memory. It's a memory. It's a thought. Let me put this over here. Memory, or it's a thought, or it is memory, thought. Oh, if I got to spell thought right. Memory, a thought, a statement, or a story. Which they're all the same stuff. It's just a different way of explaining them differently. And this right here, this purple box is an example of what that could be. You could have in your subconscious a statement that says, I am stupid. That could be a repeating thought. So you always feel stupid. You could have in your thoughts, this will never work. And then everything you try, you won't finish because you have inside your head, this will never work. But it's a repeating thought, a repeating memory, or something that is repeating. So the key word here is repeating. That's super important for us to realize, is that something that is in our subconscious that is repeating, and that causes us to do certain things, which that is now habitual because we keep doing it, or we don't do certain things. And that is also a habit. And that has us stuck because this is a limitation on what we currently want to do, because we know better, but we're still doing the same old thing. Doing the same old thing. I was talking to a guy and he says, you can't change. Once you get to a certain age, you just do the same old thing. That's just how I am. I'm like, no, it's not. It's your subconscious. But up here, you as you grow older, you know better. And the struggle is, I want to do what I know, not do what I did. Do what you know, right? I mean, I hope this is making sense. I feel like I'm diving in the deep end with you, but I hope you're all right. Does this make sense? I really hope this makes sense. This is the doing. This is the knowing. And up here, you know better because you're getting smarter every day, but your subconscious is still stuck in the same repeating memory, thought, statement, or stories. And that creates the limitation. So that's why you can't do what you know. And so that's why you're stuck. That's why wherever your mindset is where you are at. Even though your smarts are up here, your programming is still down here.